What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV, back once again with another transfer daily. And we've got another, again, no outgoings, but another load of incoming. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get straight into it. Now, main story today isn't about signing, but it's about Kretinsky's investment in the club and the fact that we may be hiding that we've got quite a bit of money to spend and they're going to be playing it coy, but they've got quite a bit of money to invest into the squad, but don't want to let everyone know. Newcastle, they say, have let everyone know, and the prices for their players go through the roof when people know you've got quite a bit of money to spend. So I think we may be playing it coy. Let's keep an eye on it, but I'm expecting a few signings to come in this window, although we've been told to curtail our expectations. So we'll keep an eye on that. So we've got quite a few signings to go through. Again, rumours. There's no updates on any of the others that I've provided over the last couple of days, but there are some new targets that have been identified. So let's go through all of them. So number one on the list is Malang of Chelsea, the centre-back, 22 years old. He's being touted for a loan move to a Premier League club, perhaps, and we was emerged as a contender to get his signature. The only thing is that he played against Tottenham last night and he had a very, very good game, and the noises are coming out that he now may be preferred to stay. I think they've got a problem with Christensen's contract, but you never know. You never know. A loan signing would be the most viable option for Malang Sarr, but there's no other details other than that, other than he's emerged on our sort of transfer list. But we'll keep an eye on that and update you on any developments. The next one emerging as a target is Divock Origi. He's not getting much game time. In fact, I was quite surprised to see he's only had 9 starts for Liverpool since he scored that goal in the Champions League in 2019. That's almost 3 years. He's only 26 years old. We know he's got some calibre. We know that West Ham have looked at him in the past, but he is emerging as a transfer target. If we can convince him to leave Liverpool, although again, later on in a transfer window, may be a possibility for that, seeing as Mane and Salah are gone off to the African Cup of Nations. I'll keep an eye on that one because that one could definitely work out. Another player that could be on the list is Nate Phillips, the Liverpool centre-back. £7 million offer has been rejected from a Premier League club as they're looking for more like 15 million for Nate Phillips. Obviously, they're unnamed, so we don't know who they are, but that does stink of a David Sullivan lowball offer. So it could be West Ham that put the bid in. What sort of player is Nate Phillips and what sort of player would be getting if this is West Ham that have gone into it? Well, I caught up with my good friend Chris Pajak, who sent me a video over just to let you know exactly what we'll be getting.
Hello boys, right, Nat Phillips, you're not going to find a person in Liverpool who loves him more than I do. What he did for us last season was absolutely unbelievable. Like, no one had any expectations of what Nat Phillips could do. We were playing Jordan Henderson in at centre-back, we were playing Fabinho at centre-back, and it wasn't until we put Reece Williams and Big Nat Phillips, and you've got to say it like that, you've got to say Big Nat Phillips, put some respect on his name. That's how it's said, Big Nat Phillips. He goes in there, he loves heading the ball. I think that's what he does. He eats nails for breakfast, he heads the ball for lunchtime, and he goes home and heads the ball at a wall for more. That is exactly what he does. It's what he's always done. He's brilliant. He's not the fastest defender in the world if you want some actual analysis, but he reads the game really well. He's going to put his body on the line and write him off at your peril, because Nat Phillips is going to stand up and be counted whenever he is asked to be counted. Honestly, he stands up, he works so incredibly hard, and he proves the doubters wrong, and that's what you need in a centre-back.
Thank you, Chris. And from one Liverpool player, well, 2 Liverpool players, to a former Liverpool player, Philippe Coutinho. Now, listen, I can't see this happening at all. He's got Gerrard over at Aston Villa that's possibly interested in him. Newcastle are buzzing around him, but there have been 6 clubs that are touted to be interested. But he's going to make a decision this weekend, and one of these suitors could be West Ham. Is it a possibility? I would say this is very, very, very unlikely. He's not really a position we need, but he is a fantastic player, and he could be something if the Jesse Lingard deal is stalling. This could be one to keep an eye on, but we'll know after the weekend. But if you ask me, very, very unlikely. And last but not least, one for the future, I would say, 20-year-old Brennan Johnson, the Welsh attacking midfielder from Nottingham Forest, had a fantastic loan spell out at Lincoln. He got called back by Forest, but he's come back and setting the world alight. He's touted to be a wonder kid. He's in the last 18 months of his contract. There's a few clubs interested in him, Brentford, Spurs, Everton, and of course the inevitable Newcastle are also interested in him. But it could be something that, you know, that shifts. We've got good pull in terms of we've got European football. We haven't got a huge squad, so it could be something that he looks at. But keep your eye on this one because this is exciting. He's quite an exciting young player, and be very interested to see what happens in Nev's developments and who he chooses to go to. Just a couple more things. We've recalled Connor Coventry and Joseph Anang from their loan spells. I just think we wasn't getting enough game time for them guys, so expect them to go back out on loan. As I said, there's no more news on any outgoings, but we'll be back tomorrow bringing you more news from the transfers. Thank you very much for tuning in. One thing left to say, come on you Irons.